Crafty friends, it's Ashley Pfeiffer without a microphone. Hello there, my crafty friends. It's Ashley Pfeiffer, the maker behind Stampin AF. I know you've probably forgotten about me. I didn't go live in 2 weeks. 2 weeks! I'm so sorry! So, I am going to be totally honest. You can see my light there. I don't have a sample prepared. I'm going to give you two options. One is to use this Family and Friends. The other is to use Spruced Up Bundle. Now, if you, I don't even know where I shared it, but let me show you. Let me show you. Tiffany Almeida, Sherry Reben, and I are doing the Fab 3 Fab and Festive Retreat. I'm sorry, you're getting like nothing but light there. We are using the Spruced Up Bundle and Jingle Jingle Jingle. They are so stinking cute. There's one die missing. I keep forgetting to put it back in the envelope. So we are using this, and if you caught my video on Monday, you saw this. Now, I actually made a change to it this morning because it's like, the yellow was over here and the Bermuda Bay was over there, and it's like, I kind of want it to go in rainbow order. Now, do you see the whimsical, is it Whimsical Wonderland? Hello, everybody. Hi, Judy. Hi, Megan. Hi, Marilyn. So this was the card that I shared, nothing on the inside, but this is the sentiment from, it's hiding on me, the All Is Bright kit, which, if you haven't seen it, is adorable. So it's this baby. I'm sorry I'm zoomed in a little bit extra because of the glare that comes from over there, and now you're getting it all up there. So it's part of this kit, which is adorable. At some point I will put it together, but I wanted to use the sentiments from this because they are just so adorable. So all is cozy and bright, and I wanted to use this bundle in a more unexpected way. So I am going to try not to say so many times, but I'm going to show you my cards for the retreat. Now, when you sign up, I will try to remember to put the form link to sign up. You will, by the end of the retreat, you will have 5, 10, 15 cards, and if you do the bonus class, you'll have 2, 4, 6 tags, 3 gift card holders, and a cute little extra. So all the details are on, I'm gonna say, on my Facebook events. I don't know if I shared it to my website because I'm terrible for that. Anyways, I want to show you my designs because I am thrilled with how they turned out. So we are using the Celebrate Everything DSP. So cute, right? I'm not going to show the insides because we have to leave something to the imagination. This is so my jam. Like all of these rainbows with the words. Loving it. I mean... This one's a little busy, but I mean, could put a piece of vellum in behind there so it's not quite so busy. And then this one is completely the opposite, but how cute is that? It's so easy. And then there's a fun fold, well, kind of a fun fold. And it's funny, this one is my least favorite of the ones I've designed. I have not done my bonus class projects yet. I actually took today as a personal day because I have so much to do. So much. I want to show you, I actually have a couple of things up for grabs. So the most recent, like class hasn't even happened yet, festivity delivered using All Bundled Up, and if you want to see, I can show you my 2 cards. I can't show you Tiffany's because I don't have them. I mean, I have the tutorial, but here is the first one. Fun fold. I'm not going to show the inside. So cute. Doing that third mountain, I think, killed us both. And then this one. So with festivity delivered, we are using that Celebrate Everything DSP, and this one is just so cute, isn't it? with the raccoon and the moose and the rabbit. So I have 2 kits available for that. If you live in Canada, they are available to you. They are $20 each, and if you need shipping, I can take the little belly band off and it goes as letter mail. So 2 of those. I'm going to try not to keep holding everything like super close, but how cute is that? I just love it. And then look, I label them all so that you know which one's which, just in, of course I show you the one that got cut off at the edge, so that you know which card we are working on. So I have 2 of those available. I have 1 of the special delivery that was last month's, and I can show you my 2 again. Actually, I can show you all of our festivity delivered for my projects. These will likely be part of my D-stash coming soon, I hope. I have a friend that wants to get some cards, so before I offer them up, I should let her see them, right? Okay, so those are my first 2. The trees for sale. I know the dies are no longer available, but I'm sure a lot of us have them, right? And then Santa's delivery. Here's my 2. This was not on my radar, but oh my goodness, I love it. So those are my 2. So again, $20. Hi, Cheryl. And what else have I got? Put that together. I do have 1 of He's the Man or He's All That kit left. So all of the die cutting is done for you. Why do I have 1, 3, 2? 1, 2, 3. There's some extra die cuts from the DSP, but you've got the embellishments, you've got any ribbon, you've got all the die cutting, all of that. $20. Canada only. I'm so sorry. I think that's it for the kits. And then I actually have a couple little giveaways, I guess. So I did a team bingo recently. Let me put this away and close this. So while I am yapping, please let me know, do you want to see something with spruced up or family and friends? Which I don't know about you, I haven't seen anything using this yet. So that is the stamp set there. I think I'm gonna have to zoom out a little bit. Not so bad, right? Okay, so the team bingo that I had a few kits. So I did Yeti to Party. They got a quarter pack of the Rings of Love DSP with a cute little belly band that is just cardstock with the Yeti and a wonderful snowflake, and he's all embossed and so cute. And then I made these little, sorry, sound of plastic on there. Oh. I made these little things. Each of my team members got one of these. So it's a cute, just tied there. It is using the Celebrate with Tags, which is our bonus class for the retreat. Each one is a little bit different. I did have to staple them because there's a little Ghirardelli treat in here and they just kept popping open. So I have that one, and I have one that just has some flowers on it. So each one had a cute little thing. So I do have 2 of those kits left over. This was a make and take that we did. Nothing on the inside, of course, but that is up for grabs. So I have 2 of the kits with the chocolates. I have 1 little package of the Yeti DSP, and then I have this Thinking of You card. So if you want to, hi, happy hump day. Hi, Judy. Hi, Karen, Marilyn, right? I got this, like this was probably in my first or second order and I haven't used it yet. So share tonight's video so I can reach some more people. I know not having been live in the last 2 weeks doesn't help me, but I'm sorry, I had so much to do. Okay, so 2 of these, share, and I will give all of these prizes away next week. Also, I need you to come back and tell me that you've shared, because Facebook privacy does not let me see that you've shared it. So come back and tell me you've shared, because I still have these cuties from a couple of weeks ago that I want to give away. So it's using this little piggy, Yum, and Oops, I Did It Again. I love this one. So these are just a few giveaways for sharing. because seriously, these Facebook Lives, especially on a work day, it's hard to muster up the energy. I love spending the time with you, but it's getting harder and harder. I am in a crazy time at work, so if you could share, that would be awesome. Thank you, Karen. Okay, so you know what? I am going to share the spruced up as a video because it's also a lot of die cutting, which would suck for tonight, but just kind of think of this. And this was the video from Monday, so if you haven't caught that, you can head over to my YouTube channel and see me there. I mean, some of you I think are joining on YouTube, some on Facebook. Awesome sauce. One more little announcement before I get to crafting. The Perfect Partners promotion is only on until September 30th. I think we're what, the 21st today? So like 9 more days. I bought a calendar off Etsy and they have September 31st. I'm like, yeah, that's not a thing. But all right. Anyways, the Yeti dies, there are apple blossom dies, there are, I can't even think of all the dies off the top of my head. This little piggy. So lots of great things going on. So don't miss out. This little guy I'm thinking will be part of the card de-stash because, so cute. It's a very heavy card. A fluke, I guess, Karen. I know every time it's like, oh, please let it be Karen. Okay, so I am thinking, now I'm going to need your help with this because like I said, I haven't done a sample. We could do this little family or we could do this couple. Now I'm thinking with this couple, it would be so cute to have the window from Window Wishes and some snow. But then I turned this piece over and I'm like, oh, I love that. It's almost like they're looking out a cabin window. I did try die cutting the frame for the window, and then when I embossed it, it went all wonky. It wouldn't fit anymore. So if I do die cut a window frame, I am not going to emboss it this time. But these are the only samples I've seen of this sweet bundle stamp set. Look at her little puffy jacket. So cute. So we can do something very simple where we just kind of stamp and color on a tag, or we can kind of do some scenery. But I'm trying to figure out how on earth I would get this to work the way I'm envisioning it in my head. So I'm kind of thinking like it would be fussy cutting, but do we put wallpaper in the background? I thought about using the new Warm Welcome, which if you haven't heard is part of World Card Making Day. Stampin' Up! Is hosting a free event, and if you purchase any one of the 3 bundles, let me grab them super quick. 1, 2, 3. So if and you don't have to have any of these to be able to craft along, but if you don't have these and want any one of them, this one's brand new and it's gonna be in the mini catalog. And if you love Jenny Polly, this is her stamp set, her $1 million focus. Jenny Polly is like known for everything rainbow and just clean and simple design, and this doesn't disappoint, right? So I thought about doing that with them kind of sitting, but I couldn't figure out the whole door thing. So I'm going to save that for when I'm a little more prepared. But if you purchase the Warm Welcome Cottage Wreaths or Cottage Rose bundle, you can add a set of the iridescent rhinestones. Is it rhinestones? Iridescent pearls to your order. It's kind of silly because with a demonstrator order, they just automatically go in there. But with a customer order, you actually have to go and put them in there. So, and put them in there after you've put a bundle in. It's silly. Silly, silly, silly. But 3 wonderful bundles. So you can join me on October 1st. I am going to have a little Zoom event. And if I can get my act together, I would love to have some extra cards using those bundles. Because, I mean, we're designing what Stampin' Up! Has created. There's measurements and all of that stuff. Oh, no, that's too bad, Megan. I had an Old Navy order that was supposed to arrive today that didn't. UPS. Anyways, hopefully it comes for you tomorrow. I think we're gonna do the couple. Now, where your help is needed is what are we going to use as the wallpaper? Because if you remember, this, my card D-Stash, is just one of 3 of these baskets. When I did my first window wishes card, which is right here, I used some DSP in the background and they were so cute. But we kind of need something to make it look like it's wallpaper, right? So which DSP? It's so sweet, isn't it? My little dilapidated house is for sale. Anyways, that is what I've done. This is another video on my YouTube channel. But yeah, we need to determine our wallpaper. Oh, so many cards in here. If you haven't watched my Craft and Connect with the Kindest Gnomes, you need to, because look, this guy pops up and there is a whole lot of die cutting in that card. Okay, so what are we going to use as our wallpaper? You think of a DSP that you'd like to see. Doesn't necessarily have to match with this, but it might be nice if it does. Wood-like looking wallpaper, like they are in a cabin. So I could do a timber embossed background. That's what I tried doing for the frame and it did not work. What are we thinking? Like soft suede, crumb cake? I think in the meantime, I'm going to stamp these so I can start coloring them. Oh, it's so dark. Like I have extra lights on too. Oh, maybe that'll help. Okay, so we'll stamp that lovely little couple and we'll just put a sentiment somewhere on there. We will use Memento, crumb cake. Okay, 3 for crumb cake. So, for anyone watching that's a demonstrator, are you, oh, that's going to be tricky to fussy cut, but are you attending on stage? And if so, where are you attending? I am going to Vancouver. So I think this is going to have to be a landscape card. Yeah, I'm gonna fussy cut them. So, crumb cake, but ink the folder with a darker color. Love it. Thank you for sharing, Cheryl. Crumb cake it is. Quick little poll for you. If you had to choose between crumb cake and Sahara sand, say you could only have one of those colors for the rest of your life. I don't know why. Which would it be? Sahara sand or crumb cake? For me, it is crumb cake all the way. I very seldom use Sahara sand. Okay, so timber. The brick one would be great too, but we're gonna do timber. So, is that what I was thinking? Is that the one? We don't really have anything else. I'm thinking, when you mentioned that, I was thinking of pine wood planks, which of course we don't have anymore, do we? No. Yeah, it's gonna have to be that one. Okay, so Sydney. Ooh, that'd be nice. So we'll use soft suede. I can never remember which side. We're going to go with this one. I am going to Vancouver on stage, and I better get my flight booked. There are really no great options for airfare. No sales or anything, and I can't wait too long. Okay, so let's go a little bit further over because I'm thinking I want to do this sideways. I want it that way, right? You know what? I'm going to put that down and then close that. It's a little crooked, but that's okay. Just going to emboss this off the screen. Oh, that's a good idea, Marilyn. Would you believe I do not have that DSP? I actually did not end up getting everything in the annual catalog because usually I participate in my own product shares and I didn't end up having space for me. So that is one that I would have probably liked a sample of, not like a full thing. That looks gorgeous. Brilliant suggestion, Megan. I did say I wanted to go landscape, but I think I changed my mind. Vancouver is, if we were driving, it would be like overnight for sure. Like, I'm gonna guess 17 hours, but I could be way off. Flying, it's never a direct flight, so it would be flying through Edmonton or Calgary, so I'm gonna say it's about 5 hours from door to door. This looks terrible, but I don't want to leave all this ink on here until I can get to the sink. Ink in the sink. Just rhyming all over. Yes, it's like only 2 provinces over, but there's mountains and lots of stuff in the way. So what do you think? Should we do? I'm thinking we should do this, and then there's kind of less space. I am going to go ahead and adhere this, and I will tell you I was trying but failed to die cut the sorry, I apparently can't glue and speak at the same time. I was trying to die cut from the adhesive, the foam adhesive sheets, to be able to pop this up. Well, it did not work twice because the die cuts out this rectangle, not the outer. It just was not working, so I gave up. So this is going to be, I mean, we could pop it up, but I'm not using the foam sheets. Oh, I think I mentioned I wasted a lot of time looking for lost things today. I'm going to put like a bell on my scissors or some kind of alarm, something. You're going to Montreal. You know what? One of these days I'm going to go to Montreal. I really considered it this time. The airfare was so much more to go to Vancouver, so I opted not to. And as it turns out, it's a good thing I didn't. Tiffany is going to be coming from Washington State to Vancouver. So we actually get to meet in person. Can you believe it? I am going to die cut the frame from some soft suede. I'm not going to emboss it because, like I said, it didn't work so well. So I will do this, and we can probably pop that up a little bit. So yes, Tiffany is going, hi, Kathy. But Judy, one of these days I will go to Montreal because every time I've gone, I have gone west every single time. My brother lives in Kelowna, but I won't be able to see him while I'm there because it's too short a visit. Okay, do we pop it up or do we just, oh, I'm just going to put it down. Oh, it's looking cute already. Now what I like to do is actually tape these together, and this is where I found that my embossed frame was messing things up. We use a little bit of washi tape It will be exciting. She's rented an Airbnb, so we're not staying in a hotel. So that will be fun. And I think we're both going for the 10th of November. I have volunteered. I haven't heard back about it yet, but it's funny. Spend an extra day, miss work, pay for a hotel, all to volunteer for on stage. You get a little bit of a, I don't know if it's still a CSV gift or what it is, but you get to talk to people from head office. I know it's like, ooh, big deal, but it's not just like in passing. You're spending the day with them pretty much. It's pretty cool. Ooh, I'm liking this. Now, it's unfortunate that once the vellum is on, you can't really see that that's soft suede, and then you've got, I don't even know, Night of Navy, I guess. So that's a little unfortunate, but yeah, so we are going the 10th. Judy, oh, that's nice. So Judy French, where are you going? You said you're by yourself. Oh, maybe you'll have to see the other Judy there. It's too bad you're not coming to Vancouver. Tiffany and I are looking for another roommate. I know it's kind of risky. It's like we're telling groups of people, like, yeah, if you don't have a hotel room or you need a spot, then we've got one available. Because who doesn't want to cut their hotel bill in thirds? Okay. Yap, right? Oh, I'm like, what does that say? I thought it said Cornell. You'll come. Yes. I mean, you were crossing your fingers for Sydney. I'm not sure why you're crossing your fingers, but you could come to Canada. Absolutely. Now, what do you think? Should we bring in the colors from outside into their clothes? I'm thinking so. Ask the question and then answer it myself. So we are going to give her some soft suede hair. Nothing fancy, but there's going to be some highlights, lowlights. Yeah, so I am so excited about on stage. I actually wasn't even thinking about going initially, but I changed my mind. Okay, so we're going to have some dark at top of her head, side of her head, and then we'll blend it in. I know I said nothing fancy, but lied. Okay, so we'll blend this. Cute little bun. Okay, should we give him brown hair too? He could be gray, but then it kind of looks like she's sitting with her dad, but that's okay. Sorry, I'm either saying so or we're going to do Night of Navy, Balmy Blue. You know what? I don't even know what colors are in that DSP. This is from the Gnomes. Storybook Gnomes. Balmy Blue, Bermuda Bay. There's no Bermuda Bay in here. So there's Balmy Blue, Night of Navy, and Soft Suede. Maybe some Pool Party, but I don't think so. I'm still looking for someone to share accommodation with as well. If I can find a babysitter for the highly anxious, doesn't like, oh no. Yeah, I am going by myself, and then it's just Tiffany and I. So that will be so awesome. Okay, I am going to give them jeans. I'm guessing this is her leg. Now, like I said, I have not seen anyone use this. So I am using this for the first time myself and not entirely sure what's what. Oh, already went out of the line. Do you remember the elves from a few years ago? Like every time I colored them, I would forget one part. Okay, we're gonna give him a lighter wash. She's got dark wash, he's got like dark medium wash. We are going to make his sweater, second time for Judy. I don't even know. This is, I think, my third time going in person. I just celebrated my 5th anniversary, which I let go by without a word. ADHD. And the first time I went to Red Deer, and it was like a whole team thing. I didn't have a team at that point, so it was the larger team. We're gonna give him some ivory skin. She will have petal pink, methinks. So we went to Red Deer, and then the next time was Vancouver. And it's funny because like the whole team was going to Minnesota, and I'm like, I kind of wanted to go on my own, so I did. Got to hug Andrew McKay, and I met Connie Collins. She was my roommate. It was awesome. Highly recommend going to something like On Stage. Highly, highly, highly. Whether you're in it for the business or the hobby, it is so, the networking is like invaluable, but it's so invigorating. Like if you're feeling like you're not all that inspired, go to a Stampin' Up event. That'll change, and quick. We're gonna do Balmy Blue for her, so these stripes will be dark. I'm having a really hard time staying in the lines. I was actually coloring something today for my video that's coming out on Friday, and it was so small I actually had, excuse me, to use a magnifying glass. Isn't that ridiculous? I was sitting here like this. Let's do her sleeve like that. Oh, it's not easy. And sometimes I wish we had finer than a bullet tip. Like I need like a fine point pen. Okay, so the rest is going to be just regular light Balmy Blue. What color should his sweater be? They don't all have to be matchy-matchy with the background. Although there's something so satisfying about it. The way their arms are kind of wrapped around each other reminds me of that stamp set from a few years ago. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. But where they had like 5 or 6 people and you saw them from the back and they all had their arms around each other. I actually still have a photo of one of those cards in my phone because someone at work loved it so much that she wanted to order some of them. Okay, so I'm just doing a little bit of a shadow where his arm is. I'll do a little bit up there. Light gray. Megan says it would be nice to meet people I watch and follow in. I haven't seen my team leader in person. What? Megan, if you don't mind sharing, who is your team leader? For me, as a team leader, it's a great way to get reinvigorated and some business tips. Because it never feels like I'm doing enough, ever. Had to reschedule my team meeting and then didn't end up having time to actually do it. My Zoom account required verification and I must have tried 20 times for that email to get sent to me and it didn't work. It's never asked for that before. Okay, so is his sweater light gray or his hair? Kylie, that's what I thought. Love Kylie. I think it would be so fun to meet her and Bruno. We'll do Smoky Slate. I just need to know if it's his sweater or his hair. We will do Let's do real red for the Santa hat. We can't not do red, right? So that kind of opens up the color options for his sweater. I almost think Evening Evergreen would be a nice color for his sweater. Not almost. I do think Evening Evergreen would be lovely. Bring in some dark real red sweater gray. Okay. Well, I can't make his hair Evening Evergreen. Light gray would be a lovely color for his sweater. And then doesn't bring in one more dark color. I have totally obliterated my light real red, but that's okay. Now with dark colors like this, especially with a bullet tip and a very fine area, if you go out of the line, just push that color back in. Now you don't want to go overboard because it can actually almost bleach the area. Instead of pushing the red back in, it can take the red that's in that area out. Dang red. And you might have to do it more than one time. Okay, Smoky Slate. I'll give him a Night of Navy shirt, I think, because he has a dress shirt on under there. This is light. Does not feel light. How many of you have this stamp set? Light crumb cake for his hair. Okay, love it. So we all agree that no one has actually seen it used, but do you own it? Squeak, squeak, squeak. Wow, I thought his sweater went further. Oh my gosh, I can't color. I'm gonna go very carefully around her fingers. If you don't enjoy coloring, this might not be the stamp set for you because it is very fine detail. And you can't use something like Stampin' Write markers because you can't color like this without getting lines. So you could emboss it and then use a watercolor like your water painter. I'm not going to worry too much about these little areas, although his hat. Crumb cake for the hair. We're going to do dark. I've been thinking about it. You are the first person I have seen use it. I know. Like, what's up with that? Maybe I should have used light crumb cake. This looks like the soft suede. Maybe we'll make maybe we'll make her hair a little bit darker. Let's bring in deep 200. I think I finally have all of the skin tones. Took some time. I was not all that into it when it first came out, but I think at the time they came out there was just so many promotions going on and it was like, oi, oh, this is terrible. This is so hard, guys. There were so many promotions that it was like, okay, do I get that? Do I get this? What do I do? Feels like there's a lot of promotions coming at us these days. Okay, I might have to do something to add some detail in there, but that is good. We'll do light Night of Navy. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. I know some people do like to use the brush tip for very fine details. I do not. It's all personal preference. need like a little fire for these two. You should use the puff paint on his hat. That is a great idea because look at the mess. Now, I will tell you, thank you, Megan, because I have done a horrible job keeping up with those. Too many things. Just too many things. And they're all such random prices. I want like, okay, tell me it's like 43% off, but make it an even dollar amount. Not like, oh, we're giving you 20% off and now it's $10.03. Okay, I am going to fussy cut this and then we will do exactly as Karen said with some puff paint. I am going to take that out so I don't forget. If you don't have the puff paint, you could use the pearlized enamel effects. Both of them, actually no, that's not true. I was going to say both of them require drying time, but only the pearlized enamel effects require drying time. The puff paint you set with a heat tool. I wish I could speed through this. Not like a video. You'll have to talk amongst yourselves. Apparently when I'm gluing and cutting is the only time I'm not talking. It's funny, when I found out I had ADHD, which, I mean, thank you TikTok for partially diagnosing me. I'm like, ADHD, I am like chronically tired. So, you know that a meme or something that says, I'm not an early bird or a night owl, I'm some form of permanently exhausted pigeon. I have that up by my desk at work. But I'm like, hyper. I said, the only thing about me that's hyper is my mouth. Like, I feel like, I don't even know when it started, but I never stop talking. And when I'm done this live, I probably won't talk for the rest of the night. Maybe that's why. I spend too much time on my own or sitting with Dave not saying anything. And then we go to a family function like we did on the weekend. We went to my brother's and sister-in-law's for dinner. And I don't stop. And he's probably like, who is this person? And I'm like, actually, I feel like this is more me. I'm a goofball. I was saying that at work yesterday too. I'm like, when I get stressed lately, I seem to turn into more of a goofball. So I said the time to worry is when I'm not joking, I'm not sarcastic, I'm not swearing up a storm, because I have been. But I'm also I'm coming up with ways of doing it where it's not actually a bad word. Safe for work profanity. I mean, you can't be surprised I swear when you look at my name, right? What am I going to do with the space in between them? Do I try and cut that, or do I color it? Maybe crumb cake. And what are these two going to be sitting on? Because right now it looks like they have just moved into a house and they have no furniture. Now I can color the space around them with crumb cake so that it's not like popping off, but it's feeling kind of weird right now. What do we think? They need something to sit on. What have we got? I also feel like I should have put a house in there, but it's too late now. What are these folks going to be sitting on? Look at this coloring job. She's got a blue neck. His jeans are running. Leave it. You are unique. Oh, yeah. You could talk under cement. Cute. Yes, I am unique, and you like it or you don't. Like, basically, take it or leave it. Okay, so I'm going to give this a good shake. I would suggest having your heat tool ready, and by ready I mean warmed up. So I am going to set this to 2, and then when the time comes I'm going to bring it down to 1, because that seems to reduce the amount of warping. Sorry, it's not focusing. So I'm sorry, I don't think Facebook blocks out the sound the way Zoom does, but I will put this as far away as possible. Now, with that puff paint, you don't have a lot of time to come in with your heat tool. It will start to run like immediately. Why won't it focus? Okay, so I'm going to turn this on. I think I have way too much. So we take some of it from here and put it on the pom-pom. Whoa. I'm going to use my cardstock as like a scoop. Ah! So I find applying some heat and then pulling it away helps. It doesn't make it like run all over the place, because if you're on high, this will blow that stuff like way out of where you want it to be. Woo! Love it. Now I am going to add one more little spot here, because this spot is not bubbling. It's not puffing. So cute. That was a brilliant idea. That's why you love me. Oh, thanks. Brilliant. Love his little hat. Okay, so my paper's warped. What are we? This feels like very out of proportion, doesn't it? What are we gonna do? While you think about that, I am going to take my crumb cake, because this is gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna color in that space in between them. I think I might have to go over his hair again. Oh, poo. If I go over his hair, I'm gonna end up getting his puff paint brown. Okay, so this will help it to blend in with the background. It's not like we have furniture, stamps, or dies. What are we gonna use? And the catalog is no help with this, because they actually cover that. I guess we could do that. We could cover it up. Should we do that? When in doubt, case. Case it out. My sister-in-law, or I guess soon to be sister-in-law, had her 30th birthday. It was actually September 10th, but my youngest brother was getting married that day, so they had a surprise party for her the weekend before. And it's with my step family, so I mean it's a little awkward, because my dad is now on his 3rd wife. So this is with wife number 2, my mom, wife number 1. So we go to the party, had a great time. It was Golden Girls themed, which was so much fun. She ended up drinking way too much, way too fast, and was incapacitated, like, welcome to your 30s. And I thought I got ink there. I am going to use my Stampin' Right, because this is just going to make a mess. Stitched rectangle for a bench, that could work. So where was I? She drank too much, and I had made her a shirt using I bought the shirt, and then I purchased an SVG, which is a file you need for Cricut, and it had the Golden Girls on it. So I'll try to remember to share a picture of it, because it was just so cute, and I was so proud of it. And she was wearing this shirt the last time we saw her, so love that. I love when you give someone a gift and they appreciate it. They wear it, they whatever. I guess I didn't need to color that part brown, but so she is a nurse in a nursing home. So I don't know if any of you watch Golden Girls or watched it when it was on way back in the day. But Dorothy used to say to Sophia, Shady Pines, Ma. I don't know if that's how she said it, but that's how I envision her saying it. So Jess, my sister-in-law, wanted one of her scrub tops to have Shady Pines, Ma, and she's like, and if you can do that could work, if you can do their heads on the other sleeve, that would be awesome. So I did that today. This one's got the splatter thing, but that might not work. So again, took the day off to catch up on some stuff and got her scrubs done, although I might have to take it off because I didn't use flex vinyl, so it's not moving the way I would like. But I got a lot done, not everything, but a lot. So I will try to remember to put those pictures up because it was just so cute. Okay, we have gray granite. That might be better than this brown one. Although, I don't know. I may have to leave this part and figure it out and then post it. I hate doing that, but I also don't think great on the fly, which is why I'm not supposed to do lives like this. I'm supposed to have it planned. But I ran out of time. All of that was to say I ran out of time. Do you see that? I could forego that and just put a sentiment, but I don't know. So one of the cards that well, not one of the cards, the card that I just did my video today for Friday's video hop. Oh, what was I going to say? Dang it. I forgot. It may come back. Okay, Kathy says gray, emboss it with the bricks. I wish we had like that. Do you remember the one that was like stitched headboard, bed frame? Not bed frame, but oh, whatever that thought was, it's gone. The other thing I could do is the knit background, and then it kind of looks like they're sitting on a pillow. Okay, so we've got brick. We've got the gingham, which could pass as a couch. Yeah, that's my memory these days. We've got the painted posies, which we kind of pass as like a leather couch. There's the stripes and splatters, which I think I've only used once. Timber, twigs, background stamps. So we've got the knit together, which I love. Is there anything? Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Oh my gosh. So there was a part of my card that did not go as planned. And it was frustrating me. And it wasn't because I didn't plan. It was because I was using something that I didn't have multiples of, so I couldn't practice. Gingham might look like a rug. You are right. I'm just trying to see if there's anything in here that could pass as furniture. So I couldn't practice, but when the time came, there was a part that changed that I hadn't anticipated, and then there was a thing at the end where I'm like, ugh. Hint, hint. So I did end up having to turn the camera off and figure it out after, because I don't think well on the fly. I forgot I still had these dies in here. I know they're retired, but I love them as a previous knitter. So we do have this we could use as something. Maybe it's a couch. Gingham might look like a rug. That's a good one, the knit one. What if we stamp the knit on here? Sounds funny. And what if we do Why don't... Oh. Gingham could look like they're sitting on a rug, but should it be stitched? Whatever. The knit could look like a thing too, but the perspective might not be right. Sorry. Hit the thing. Yeah, I don't think well on the fly anymore. Maybe I never did, but definitely not as well as I used to. Why don't we have furniture? I feel like it should be like a trapezoid or whatever. What do we think? This is gonna drive me batty. What if... Let's stamp this. Oh my gosh. I've got such little space left. Let's stamp this. I'm going to do it an easier way. I'm not going to get out my Stamparatus and do all that. I'm just going to use this. I suggest just a sentiment. What about the mushroom cap from Gnomes? As like a pillow? Those of you that are watching, you're my people because you are okay with crafting on the fly, even though most times it's like, I don't know. Okay, so this is how you can do lazy girl crafting and not get your Stamparatus out for the 10th time in one day. Could work, although I'm thinking that I need some kind of perspective. Yeah, I'm gonna ditch the stitched. Could be an ottoman. Look at you guys, so clever. Okay, this was the only piece of gray granite I had, but I am going to make it like it is. It's got some perspective. I could probably leave the stitched on there. Now, instead of guessing at the angle, let me think smarter, not harder, because I think I'm done. Fine. Be like that. So the other night I decided to join Weight Watchers. However, I am not doing it. What do you think? Does it look funny? I mean, I could cut some off the, let's take a little bit off there. I tracked everything yesterday, but my problem is when it gets to be that complicated, I can't stick with it. I am going to take this stitch part off. So I was at home today. I did more of an intuitive eating thing versus just eating whatever the heck I want, which is what I have been doing. And it went well. Very, very well. I actually had like a protein drink in the morning and a like small handful of nuts. And then I wasn't hungry again until about 2. And then I waited too long and almost passed out. And then Wednesdays we always order in because it's Facebook Live night. And I like that. You know, the only thing missing is a fire. I ordered Wendy's and they had, I'm going to hang on to this for something else. I ordered a chicken Caesar salad and it was delicious. What was I just saying? They need a fire. I don't think... I'm thinking of that set from a few years ago, but of course I don't have that anymore. So I think I need like a chair rail or something. I think I'm going to let this sit for a little bit so I can figure out what the heck I want to do with it. But what do you think so far? You're like, would you just finish it? It's missing something, isn't it? Like there's perspective that needs to be there. Maybe a line to indicate where the floor stops. and the wall starts. I don't know. I feel like if I draw something on there, I'm really gonna dislike it. What do you think? Pop them up. Yes, I agree. Now, I am going to glue their little butts to the rug, and then we'll pop up the whole thing. They probably need some shadow under their bums. Sorry. Arm in the face. I love the hat. I think it's the wood grain throwing it off, right? They are inside looking outside to the winter. The mountains and the trees. Maybe they need curtains. I don't know. I'm overthinking it now, and I can't think of what I have on the fly that would work. What I really want to do, but I need to give it some more thought, is to be able to use the door from Warm Welcome with the window from Window Wishes. I think that would be adorable. So I was mentioning I have a video coming out on Friday. It is for the Global Stampin' Video Hop, and like I mentioned, every month it goes live at 4 a.m. Central, but please do not get up for that. The theme is Happy Mail, and I have created 3 cards. That's what I think, Karen. They could be at a mountain ski resort. But still, what do we need? There are no windows that go to the floor. That's right. But then it's like they need to be off there. Maybe. How tall is this right now? Also, someone remind me of what the heck I was talking about. Let's see. Oh, with my video on Friday, there will be 3 winners of said 3 cards. And all you have to do is like, comment, and share. I know that sounds like a lot, but you're going to tell me which of the 3 cards is your favorite. And then you are... I mean, it's so easy to like it, right? And then follow me if you're not already. So what if I take off a little bit there and then we do something else as a floor? What could we use as a floor? What if they had, well, this isn't really mountain ski resort type flooring. Ooh, but it looks nice. You think that could pass? I know it looks like probably atrocious in the camera. It doesn't in real life. But what if that is the floor and we have a little baseboard? Or is there something else? Baseboard, I will just cut a little strip of white. Is there something that has some wood grain? Oi, I do not think well on the fly. I used to. I swear. Well, we are pondering that. I want to show you, if you missed my post about Craft and Connect, it is a group. This is from the Cottage Rose, or Abigail Rose. It actually goes really nice, but would a ski resort have that kind of carpeting? For Craft and Connect, each month you have a say in which bundle I'm using, or stamp set. This month is Merriest Moments, and yes, I know it's an older one from last year, like we've seen stuff from it, but actually one of my team members requested it, and it was the popular vote. So, if you would like to get your hands on the kit, once it's done, sorry, let me back that up. If you would like to sign up, if you're in Canada, you can purchase the kit. If you're on my team, you can purchase just the cardstock kit. If you are anywhere else in the world, you can purchase the PDF, and the video is always free on YouTube. It just wouldn't give you the dimensions. So there's 1, there's 2, and I am using very unexpected paper with it, and that is by design. 3 and 4. This one is stunning, if I do say so myself. So I'm actually a little bit late posting this, so the deadline is usually the 15th, but so busy. I would use it, but then I am not the best person to ask, as no snow or ski resort near me. Use that white card you just had a while ago. The gingham that I just put away. Where did that go? It's not quite wide enough. I feel like it's a little stark. Anyways, Craft and Connect is a monthly thing. If you have any questions, you can shoot me an email. But if you have this bundle already, which, as you know, includes the hybrid embossing folder, it's going to be a great class. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but it's gonna be great. What the heck are we gonna use as a floor? What about something from He's the Man? Because that, whoa, that, not as floor. That could work. That might be better than the floral one, right? That could work. That could work. They're all beautiful cards. Oh, thank you, Karen. Thank you, Kathy. Swap flower pattern for wall and wood grain for floor. That could work too. Although, and easy enough, I could take the window off. What do you think? Do we do that as the wall, or do we do this as the floor with some kind of baseboard? So much for half-hour live, hey? I kind of like that one too. What else have we got? I think the Cajun Craze might be a little bit too much. That one's a little too busy. Maybe I should make a second one that has this as the wallpaper, because then I don't have to take anything apart. Like the DSP as the wall. Alrighty. You got it. The only other thing I can think of, and this is probably a little bit too fancy for a ski resort, is the Texture Chic. But all the gold. Ooh, what about if we have a green floor? See, should have done his sweater in Evening Evergreen if I was going to do that. But that could work, right? I mean, it doesn't entirely look like a floor. Something to define wall and floor, maybe crumb cake, cardstock stamped with pattern, or Sahara sand. Like it. Now, I think if I'm going to do this, it kind of needs to come that way, but it needs to be in a lighter spot, right? Too bad we don't have any wood grain. The only wood grain I can think of is in the Celebrate Everything, and it's just a little too, it's too cartoony. Like it's so obviously hand-drawn. Wood grain, wood grain, wood grain. The only other thing I have, and it's actually retired, is that, and that would not work, although it could make some really cute wallpaper. I have so much of that paper left. Oh, this is brutal. Ooh, 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 ooh. What about, not as the floor, but as the wall? Nah, it's a little big, isn't it? Ugh. Oh, no wood grain, no wood grain. I'm at a loss, my friends. I am at a loss. Stumped. I think I'm going to do something like this, and then maybe I will do another one that has that as the wallpaper, or should I do that as the wallpaper and that as the floor? Oof, let's just do it. Let's just do it. We're at 1 hour and 10 minutes. So good old trusty dental floss. If you don't have dental floss in your craft room, I would highly suggest it. Maybe it's just me because I make so many changes after the fact, but I use it more than I would like to admit. Now the other thing you can do, because these are kind of taped together, is you can huff on it, but look at that. I lost the other end. I still like the flower as the floor. Well, what if? What if? Oh, it's too short. Oy, I don't know what to do. That could pass as carpet. That could pass as some kind of carpet or tile. Now that I've taken the window off. Okay, let's just place the window on here. We've got them sitting on their little rug looking out the window. It feels a little dark, doesn't it? I need something more crumb cake or soft suede. It's too bad the Abigail Rose doesn't have any wood grain. No. Okay, ladies, I think I am going to have to leave this where it is because I just cannot decide. Would this be too much? What if we had... Ooh, that's like gold gaudy carpet. It's a little much, isn't it? I'm gonna sit with this and try and figure out what it's going to be because I'm not loving it. And I know that if I continue and I don't love it, I am going to take it apart. And I would rather not do that. Oh, maybe there is something in here that's maybe a little rustic. Not too much. That is terrible. That's going the wrong way. That could work. Oh boy. Yeah, I am not loving any of it. So I'm gonna let this kind of sit in here for a little bit and I will share a picture once it's done because I'm not loving it. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. I'm sorry this went on for so long, this little comedy of errors. Like I said, I will post the picture of the Golden Girls shirt, my sister-in-law's scrub shirt, and this when it's finished. So thank you for joining me, and we'll see you soon. Bye.